you. We appreciate that, Mr. Big Voice. God, he never takes a day off. He never takes a minute off. He is the Employee of the Year, I think. I'm Paul Pacelli, Eric the producer, back in the studios here. We're at 203-333-9422, 333 WICC. Earlier today, word broke that New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy has said that high schools in the Garden State can have graduation ceremonies. They're going to have to be outdoors. They can't happen at minimum until July 6th, and they have some strict rules that they're going to have to follow for social distancing. Governor Charlie Baker has apparently done that in Massachusetts. Welcoming back to the program here now, a gentleman who represents a group of parents and students who would like to see that happen here in the state of Connecticut. Michael Gaudio joins us. Michael, how are you? Paul here again. How are you?
Good, Paul. Thanks for having me. How you doing?
Good. Thanks. Thanks for coming on short notice. And we want to make sure that people know your website, CT2020highschoolgrads.com. CT2020highschoolgrads.com. So were you surprised when you saw, Michael, some of our neighboring governors make the moves that they did?
Was I surprised? I guess I think they used their common sense. I think all the pressure that they're receiving from all of their taxpayers throughout the states are pushing back, just like us. Like I mentioned last time we spoke on the radio, this was picking up a lot of steam from numerous states. And so as you can see, I think a lot of pressure. Parents are pushing. I think the governor sat down and realized that, you know what, it's outdoors. And if you follow the protocols and maintain safe distance, it can be done. And so I'm glad that the state of New Jersey and Massachusetts, have both come to their senses and are allowing the high school students to have their graduation.
Now, I know, Michael, around the last time we talked a few weeks ago, your group had been getting, a lot of media attention. You were on this station, other stations, TV, also newspaper, and you did submit a very detailed proposal to the governor's office. He was asked about that. He's been asked several times in news conferences about that. Any further movement on that? Or do you think now that with these governors kind of following your timeline on this, Michael, do you think there'll be action on it here in the state?
You know what? The dialogue has still been open with the governor's office. We had a teleconference with a couple of his representatives from the state, and they listened to us. They took our information. They were going to pass it along to the reopening committee. So, again, I don't think it's a dead issue. I think what he's doing is being very cautious and doesn't want to do anything. But I think what he's also said numerous times is that he's following what the other governors are doing. He's following New York. He's following New Jersey, and now if they're going to open, I would hope that he's going to follow suit. I would wish that he had done it on his own as a leader and listened to us, because I pulled up, state of New Jersey's guidelines, and I'm going to tell you that they mirror pretty much what we had presented to the governor over a month ago. So, again, I don't think there's any secret. Home Depots, Lowe's, the malls, everything is open. Everything is getting packed. The beaches are closing down early. They're packed. There's no logical reasoning why he cannot allow this at this time. And again, July, I think, is a good time because, the numbers are continually declining. So I think in July, it would be a perfect time for him to allow the towns to do it. And again, if there's certain towns that, do not wish to do it, that's up to him. But I think his endorsement would go a long way for each municipality to allow this to happen.
Michael, for folks that did not hear our first chat or might be hearing you about your cause for the first time today, besides the Facebook and the internet pages that have been out there in the media, explain to folks what you folks are trying to do and some of the details, Michael, and your son is a graduating senior. You told me at Southington High School. Explain the proposal that you gave to the governor about having these outdoor graduations and how you thought the whole thing out.
Absolutely. So again, there's parents on the committee from all 169 towns in Connecticut, and it was well thought out. And basically, what we were proposing and are still proposing that be done is that it be held in an outdoor venue, whether it's a football field or a town municipal park, depending on what's available, spreading each student 6 feet apart in all directions on a 100-yard football field. That can easily be done. It's been done in Alabama already. You can pull up those videos, and again, the governor can see what it would look like because it's already been done safely. Anyone entering would have their temperature taken. They would have to wear a face mask. Hand sanitizers would be provided for all. There would only be 2 members of the family allowed per student. You know, in Southington, we would normally allow 6 people per student. Again, we're only saying 2 maximum per student. There would be no live band, no live, then there would be live streaming. So the town has to live stream this so the remaining family members and siblings can go ahead and follow along. It would be done safely. Rehearsal would be done virtually, so we would not have to bring them together except at one time. Again, my thing is there are groups of people gathering right now, very, very close proximity. June 20th, he's going to allow more people. I think by July 15th, July 20th, there is no reason why we can't do this. Southington has one of the biggest high schools in the state of Connecticut, and so for us to have found a way to make this happen with 535 students on our field with times 2, we're proposing 1,600 people on that field where we would normally have 4,000 people on that field. So it can be done at a reduced amount. And then again, safely, and I think, again, hairdressers, beauty salons, they're opening up on June 1st. Those people are going to be within a few feet of each other. We are talking open field, warm weather, air flowing, 6 feet apart. No logical reasoning. I'm hoping he's going to come around after these 2 states have done this.
And Michael, also, a lot of these football facilities, in fact, the vast majority of them, to some extent or the other, there can even be further distancing if, in fact, I would think that maybe some schools would say, okay, students only on the field, and then you could space out some of the guests in football stands, right? The regular stands used for games, and they could hear it loudly over the PA system, so that could even be further distancing, right?
Absolutely, and we can have volunteers in the parking lot, so therefore there would be no gatherings going on, and no in the parking lot as well. Again, we've thought this all the way through from parking lot to the entering of the field to being on the field. Usually what most schools do are all the students are facing the home side stands. All the kids are facing one direction, and then some people go sit in the visitor side. What we're proposing is having the students facing the 50-yard line. So everyone's facing inward. So therefore, whether you're sitting on the visitor side or the home side, spread out, you can see your students coming up. Again, there'll be video cameras there, so therefore it will be taped for everyone else to see. There's no reason why this can't be done safe. I'm so happy to see that New Jersey came to its senses, Massachusetts, Alabama, and numerous states are doing that. The other thing is drive-ins. I'll give you another my own personal 2 cents on this one.
Sure.
Drive-ins. So Connecticut has 3 drive-ins left in the state of Connecticut. 2 of them are open. You've got Barkhamsted and you've got Mansfield opened up and are having drive-in. We have our own drive-in facility right here in the town of Southington that is not opening up. And here's my 2 cents. It's because you've got various people throughout the state making their own personal decisions. There's no accountability, and it's allowing each health director to make their own decision. And they all feel like right now they have the power to do it. So my thing is, if 2 other drive-ins are doing it, the town of Wethersfield has a personal guy that owns a restaurant that is now going to be opening up his own drive-in. He's starting one from scratch. We have one in Southington that we cannot open up because our health director said no. Someone's got to oversee these guys to make sure that everyone's on the same page, and you don't have anybody going rogue and making a decision on behalf of the whole entire community, which is incorrect.
The website again is CT2020 High School Grads with an S, CT2020 High School Grads.com. Michael, thank you. We'll keep in touch, and let's hope that we can push this forward. Michael, thanks.
I appreciate your time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, folks, there you go. So New Jersey has said it's okay to a state that's gotten hit and that's been hit rather, at least as hard, if not harder, than we have. So maybe next time we have the governor on, we'll push him on this. So once again, thanks to Michael Gaudio. The website, check it out, CT2020highschoolgrads.com.